Alright guys, so today I am going to be sharing with you just kind of like a random haul of stuff that I have just listed here recently that I wanted to just make a haul of. This is various things, a lot of auction stuff and just a couple things from my death pile, but mainly auction stuff. And then there are a few things that I am keeping for myself and I will share those with you as well. First thing that I have is these three crafting kits. There was a yard sale last week. It was inside this like abandoned building. I happened to notice it and Eric and I took a chance and looked around and we did find two things. So this was one of the first things. Eric found these. These are all by Hodgepodge. They're quilt applique projects and they all make different Christmas stockings. So this one makes an angel stocking. This one makes a stocking with stars, and then this one makes a snowman stocking. So they're like felt type projects. These were 50 cents a piece, so I paid $1.50 for all of them, and I listed them all together as a lot for a buy it now of $19.99. They're all sealed except for this one was resealed, but it appears everything is inside, so I just went ahead and listed them all together. Also, at that same indoor yard sale, I found this box that said Eldreth Pottery on the top, and lo and behold, that's what was inside. So I'll share with you what it was. This is so incredibly beautiful. So it's like a crock salt glaze with snowmen all around, and then there are these like Christmas tree cutouts. It does still have its original little paperwork, and the really cool thing is it's actually signed by David Eldreth, the maker of the piece. So I think that's a little bit harder to find pieces that actually have his signature on them. So that was a really cool find. She only had $5 on it. I thought that was a great deal. So I listed this as a buy it now for $39.99. She was telling me she has so much Eldreth pottery, but that was the only piece she, I guess, decided to part with. All right, the next two items Eric and I won at an auction. These are vintage Hulk and Thing figures. They're from 1976, I believe. So we paid $11 for these toys. The Thing, this one here, is actually a little more harder to find. So we listed him as a buy it now for $99.99. And I'm telling you guys, I did not so recently purchased a WorthPoint account, and it has been coming in handy. Like, I use it every single day. I don't know how I lived without it. And then this one is the Hulk, and we listed him as a buy it now for $59.99. So these are harder to find vintage figures. So that was a good find. All right, this next item is for me. Oh my gosh, I fell in love with this thing. I won it at an auction. I paid $5 for it. It's a rainmaker kind of instrument. When you move it back and forth, it makes just like such a calming, soothing sound. I will do that here for you guys. I fell in love with this thing, so I've just been playing with it. Maybe at some point I'll sell it, but as of right now, I'm having way too much fun playing with this thing, so this was a great $5 investment. This next item I also won at an auction, and some of you might recognize this. This is a Tinkerbell watch. This is not Disney Tinkerbell. This Tinkerbell is well, I think they came out even before the 80s, but there was like a little girl's cosmetics company called Tinkerbell Cosmetics, and they sold all sorts of stuff like lip gloss and like lotions and perfumes and stuff like that, like geared towards younger girls. And I had some of it when I was younger and I absolutely loved it, and it's very hard to come across it anymore. Just very, very hard to find, and some of it does sell pretty well because it's such a brand that, you know, I don't think was like super mass produced, so it's just very, very, very hard to like stumble upon anything that is by this vintage Tinkerbell Cosmetics. So when I saw this, I was like, oh my gosh, I have to have that. The maker of Tinkerbell Cosmetics is called Tom Field is the name. So I nabbed this at the auction. It's just a little girl's watch with the little Tinkerbell on. It's digital, and there's like a little mirror in there as well. So I won this for $3, and I listed it up on auction with a starting price of $39.99, and I'm pretty sure it does already have a bid. So there are collectors out there for these vintage Tinkerbell cosmetics. Just don't get them confused because they are not Disney's Tinkerbell. Next item I also won at an auction. I went to an auction where in the box lot area they had like a bunch of HSN and QVC type of items there. So I won these boots. These are by Emu Australia. I won these at a bid of $27, and these retail for like $100 some. And they're my size, and I absolutely love them. So I'll get one out so I can show you. So this is what they look like. They are brand new with the tags and everything still. So they look like Uggs. I have Ugg boots, and they're so warm and comfortable. Mine aren't in the best condition because I purchased them pre-owned. So it's nice to have a pair of these nice warm boots to wear this fall and winter. So I will be wearing these soon probably, though I would say like just the other day it was actually still pretty nice outside, so we'll see how long that lasts. This next item, I'm just kind of going down my list here. I got this at a yard sale over, you know, this past yard sale season. It's a Squishmallow. It's fairly large. This is a character, I guess, from Ryan's World. I'm not super familiar with those characters or anything like that, but I did get this at a yard sale. It's not really worth a whole much. Squishmallows, you know, are kind of hit or miss. Some of them sell really well, and then some of them don't. This one I listed as a buy it now for $15.99. This next item is just this little girl here. She's just a little porcelain figure of, she's just kind of like all Christmassy with a little parcel in her one arm. When I looked this up, looking at others with this marking, people had them listed as Lefton, so that's what I'm assuming it is. I mean, she does have that, you know, face to her that just screams Lefton to me. I won her, I think, on a tray full of other figures. I think I paid like $7 for the whole tray, and I listed her as a buy it now for $25.99. This next item also came from an auction. This is a vintage from, oh, I forget what year this was. I believe it was somewhere in the 70s. This is a Marks toy. It is a Minnie Mouse toy pendant watch. It was still in its original box, which I thought was awesome. And then I'll show you what it looks like. So it's on this plastic chain, so you could wear this as a necklace. And then it has a little Minnie Mouse watch pendant down here. Now the hands don't move. I'm not sure if they're meant to or not. This is more like a toy, not necessarily made to actually tell any kind of time. When you wind it up, it says it can't be overwound, so that's nice. But when you wind it up, it makes like a ticking noise like a real clock or watch would. But it's definitely geared more towards like a toy item than, you know, something you could actually use to tell time. So I can't remember exactly what I paid for this because it was with some other stuff. In fact, it might have been with the Tinkerbell watch that I won as well. But I did list this on an auction with a starting price of $39.99. This next item is super cool, and I can't wait to kind of go through it with you guys. This is a vintage golf travel pack. So this would have been given out at golf gas stations back in the day. I don't know exactly what year this would have been from, but it's definitely older. So I won this at an auction for $25, and I listed it on auction with a starting price of $59.99, and I will go through it somewhat quickly for you guys so you can see. So it's like a whole set of, you know, little travel necessities you would need, you know, going on a road trip type of thing. So it seems like all of the items are still in there, obviously some being in better condition than other. So we have a sit-roo pack of tissues here, and these are still sealed. So you got your tissues. This is a box of 12 bufferin tablets. Looks like that. This is an Astringo Sol mouthwash gargle. So it does look like this. I don't know if it was used or just kind of like evaporated over time, but that's in there. We also have this thing of Score Clean Hair Cream, and all of the items are, you know, still in their boxes. The bufferin, they're not necessarily in tablet form anymore. It's all like powder basically from, you know, over the years. This is a little bottle of Absorbine Junior, and I'll kind of take that out of the package for you so you can see a little bit. There was a pack of Flamingo rubber tip bobby pins. So they're still in their original packaging. 2 packs of Wool Soft cold water formula ideal for girdles. So there's 2 packs of those. This was just so much fun to go through. And then there was a couple more medicine type things. These are 2 Philips Milk of Magnesia tablets. We have a Spectrocin for temporary relief of minor sore throat. This says it expires in August 1st of 1967. So maybe this was more from the 60s. And then we have Luden's Honey Licorice Cough Drops. These are completely liquefied. And these would have been 2 cents. Just 2 cents it says on there. So I thought that was so awesome. Like, just the history behind this. All those, like, fun little items in there. And I used WorthPoint to look that up. Otherwise, I wouldn't have known to really, you know, what it was worth before I bid on it. Next I have this box. It has some Mr. Christmas items in, and I will get them out and show them to you guys, hopefully. Okay, I'm on the struggle bus with these, so I'm just gonna pop up the picture of them to my side here. These all light up. They're really cute ceramic light up Christmas decorations. Eric and I got these at a yard sale. I can't remember exactly what we paid for them. Eric, do you remember what we paid for these Mr. Christmas? He's not up here anymore, so I'm talking to myself. Anyway, listed these as a buy it now for $49.99. Okay, and as I was saying, at the auction, there being a bunch of QVC HSN stuff, there was a bunch of this Beekman 1802 brand stuff there, and I had found some Beekman 1802 perfumes at a yard sale, and I think I sold either 1 or 2 bottles of them. But I heard that their products are really good, and they're actually pretty pricey as well. I got an entire box full of candles and some other stuff, and I'll go over more of it. But there was a ton of candles, and every single candle is a different fragrance. So I'm not going to go through every single candle, but I will show you what they look like. So this is what the candles look like. They're all this size in a frosted type glass canister that looks like this. They have a bee on it. Oh, they all smell so, so good. So I paid $17 for this whole box filled with Beekman 1802 products. So this particular scent in the green jar is Lily of the Valley. I listed all of the Beekman 1802 candles with a buy it now of $19.99. So that is one of them. Then I have so many more. One of them is Violet and Wisteria scented. One is Honey and Orange Blossom scented. Okay, the last one was Lang Lang scented. So got all of those. There are more, but I didn't get them all listed quite yet. So if there's a certain fragrance anyone is interested in, there's a chance that I have it. I also got this pack of Beekman 1802 essential oils. So there's three bottles of essential oils in here. There is sweetgrass, lavender, as well as citrus, and these are brand new glass bottles, still sealed. I listed these as a buy it now for $15.99. I won this at an auction. This is absolutely beautiful. They call these things hot chocolate pots. Absolutely gorgeous. This thing is super old. I love the history behind things. So this actually on the bottom has a sticker of the original owner's name and then the year. I'm assuming she obtained it, and it says 1909. So this thing has got to be so incredibly old, and it is beautiful. So can you imagine serving hot chocolate out of this? It's so pretty. I did pay $17 for this at an auction, and I listed it on auction with a starting price of $49.99. So we'll see if I get that for it or not, but it seems like some of those really old hot chocolate pots do sell pretty well. I also won these really cute cats at an auction. I got these really cute Clisson style cats. They're marked China 1945 on the bottom. I don't know if that's when they're from or when, you know, the original owner maybe obtained them type of thing. But when I looked these up, these were selling really, really high. They had them described as Amari style when I looked them up, and a lot of the times when I saw them, people only had one listed, and I do have a pair. So I won these at the auction for $6, and I listed them on auction with a starting price of $49.99. So we'll see if I get that for them or not, but they are super cute. I loved the look of those. I also, at the auction, won this little composition doll. I do believe these are called Frozen Charlotte is the name of this particular style doll. You can see on the bottom of its feet there that it is composition. It's on the small side. It did come with a little doll stand to display it with. I'm pretty sure I only paid $1 for it, and I put it up on auction with a starting price of $19.99. I don't know a whole lot about like really old antique dolls, but it was something that interested me, so I decided to take a chance with it. Next two items, these always sell for a lot at the auction. These are little vintage Putz sheep. Hopefully you guys can see these. Okay, they have these little tiny stick legs, super cute, and then they have like a woolly kind of body to them. So they just look like that. I'm pretty sure I won these with a couple other things on a tray for $3, and I listed these two Putz sheep on auction with a starting price of $25.99, and I'm pretty sure that these do have a bid. I won this doll at the auction. It gave me kind of like the soft sculpture Cabbage Patch Kids vibe to it, but it was obviously handmade, I'd assume, but it was made so well. Like the quality of this doll is just amazing. It is jointed. You can move its arms and its legs, and they had it in this really cute little romper. So I won this for just $1, and I listed him on auction with a starting price of $39.99. It looked like handmade, just Cabbage Patch Kids style dolls. Some of them can sell well, and I just thought this one was like really, really, really well made. So we're taking a chance on him and seeing if we can get that for him. I have another handmade item. I did get this at a yard sale a while back. It is a E.T. plush, but he was obviously made by someone. You can kind of see these thick stitches on the back of him. But still, again, nicely made, I believe, and really cute. So I think I paid $1 for him at a yard sale, and I listed him as a buy it now for $19.99. Also won this at an auction for $6. I paid for this. This is a metal tin sign. It says the Spirit of St. Louis. It's by the AAA sign company. So it's Pennsylvania Railroad. We have, you know, I thought this would be someone who collects not only tin signs, but also people who are really into trains and stuff like that might really, you know, like this piece. So that's why I took it. And I put this up on auction with a starting price of $39.99. I do believe it's like a reproduction just based on the condition that it's in. I got an old toy. This is from, I'm not sure what year this is from, but it's one of the Pot Pie characters, Wimpy. It's called Wimpy's Musical Humburger. So it looks like this. It is a tin toy, and I guess you know, just hum through these little holes on there to make a sound. I thought it was in really nice shape. Like the lithograph on it was really well conditioned there. I did win this with a bunch of other stuff, and I did pay $24 for it, but I wanted this specifically. Again, thank you to Worth Point in helping me realize the worth on it. And I did list this as a buy it now for $59.99. I got another old tin toy here, again in really nice condition. This is called Life of the Party Products, and it is an old tin frog clacker. So this is going to make kind of a loud noise, so forewarned. So when you click him, he makes, you know, like a clacking noise. So again, I thought this was in really nice condition. I won him at an auction, again with like some other random stuff, and I put him up as a buy it now for $15.99. I have a teacup set. These are by Ucagco, U-C-A-G-C-O. So this is the little saucer, and then it has the matching teacup. There is some like patina around it from, like, I guess where, you know, someone was, you know, obviously using it. But I just think it's funny because it's like a brushed gold look to it. So I listed this as a buy it now for $19.99. I also have these vintage salt and pepper shakers. These are really pretty ceramic. They kind of have like a Victorian look to them. I don't see any maker's marks on them, so I'm not sure, you know, who they're originally made by, but they're super pretty. And I listed these as a buy it now for $12.99. Eric and I won these Beatles Hallmark Christmas ornaments at the auction. We paid, what did we pay for these? We paid $35 a piece for these. These are actually worth a decent amount. They have all of the Beatles in there with like a microphone stand, the drum set, like the whole 9 yards. It's a very large ornament. So we listed, I should say, they displayed one of them, and the other one they didn't. So the one that they displayed, like the packaging in it, like the plastic and stuff, is a little yellow from age. So we listed that one a little bit cheaper. So the yellowy one we listed as a buy it now for $79.99. And it's just the packaging, not the actual ornaments. And then the other one that was never displayed, we listed as a buy it now for $89.99. I also have this little trinket box listed. It has 3 little feet on the bottom. It's by a company called Art Mark is the name. And it has a really pretty floral design. So just a small thing. You could put like a ring or 2 in there, or maybe 2 pairs of earrings. I listed this as a buy it now for $12.99. I also have these little ceramic Christmas trees. They have little yellow stars on the top. I think they maybe were handmade and hand painted, and they have these little clackers on the bottom. So like they're kind of maybe like handmade Christmas tree shaped bells. I thought these were cute. They came, you know, in a box lot of other random stuff, you know, we won at the auction. So I just listed those as a buy it now for $12.99. Since Christmas is coming. All right, the last couple of things were just a couple more Beekman 1802 items, and I decided to keep these pieces. So there was a pack of the sponges. I think there are 6 sponges in here. So, and I saw that these were safe to use on like glass top stoves. So keep those to clean the stove off. This was thrown in there. It's just a Glade candle in cashmere woods. So I decided to keep that. We'll burn that. There were these 2 bottles of Pet Stain and Odor Eliminator, again by Beekman 1802, and we are getting a puppy here soon, so I decided to keep those as well. Then there was a toilet spray in the scent Sweetgrass, so decided to keep that. That's in like a nice glass bottle. And then there was this little drawstring bag that had a couple products in. This is a fabric freshener with odor blocker. We got a wrinkle release spray. And then this was a natural laundry soap. And I think these were all in the Sweetgrass scent, which is great because I can't deal with lavender anymore, unfortunately. It's so weird. Ever since I had COVID, like, it didn't set in until I would say like a month or so after, but I cannot drink dark sodas anymore. I can't drink Coke. I can't drink Pepsi. Well, I can't even really drink Mountain Dew. There's so many things ever since, like, these smells and like the taste, when I taste these sodas, it's so off and absolutely disgusting. So I can't drink any of those sodas anymore, and I also can't stand the scent of lavender anymore. I think it smells absolutely horrible. So I don't know if this is ever gonna like go away, or if this is something I'm just gonna have to get used to from now on, but I know I'm not the only one who has issues with that. I have read, you know, on Reddit groups of other people having the same exact problems. Even mint, my toothpaste, I can barely stand the mint in my toothpaste anymore. It's disgusting. So, yeah, it's a shame though, but lavender I cannot stand anymore. And the last thing that I have to share with you guys is something I purchased off of eBay, and I was so excited for this. You guys might have been, you know, hearing me talk about this every so often. I would make mention that there was a particular Avon item I was on the hunt for, and it was this Totally Minnie perfume. I had this when I was little. It's from 1988. My mom used to always buy me stuff from the Avon catalogs when I was younger. And I really just wanted this back, just, you know, for nostalgia's sake. I wanted to smell it again. So this is what it looks like. It has a little plastic Minnie Mouse topper on the top, and then like the perfume was purple. And let's see if it smells the same. Yeah, it smells like how how I remember it. It's just a very light, very, very light fragrance. I mean, it was made for little girls, so obviously, you know, you don't want something like super overpowering for a child. But yeah, it was something that I just wanted to smell again, so I found that on eBay. I forget what I paid for it, but it wasn't much at all, so I was thankful to have that back in my life. But that is everything for this haul. I hope you guys enjoyed it. You had to let me know what you thought down in the comments, and I will see you next time.